Hey, it's Sam Crowley. Welcome back to the show. It's great to have you on the Everyday Saturday show. Hey, I want to just take a few minutes today and really pay some respect, pay some homage, and try to motivate and inspire you all at the same time. All right, so let's try to pull this off. The serious part of this video, I lost a great friend, and a good friend of mine lost a sister. His parents lost a daughter. Her husband lost his wife, and her name was Carla Zandy. I knew her as Carla Zandy. Her name was Carla Shamblen, was her married name. She married a dynamite guy named Doug Shamblen. They lived in Virginia. Carla and I grew up in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Population, I don't know, 10,000 people probably. And I was great friends with her brother Bob. He and I graduated from Bradford High together. Scott, her younger brother, is a year younger than I am. Carla was, she died on her birthday, July 21st, 45 years old. And I think probably one of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my entire life. I mean, anybody that knows Carla knows that she was just an amazing, amazing person with a smile that it's like 10,000 watts, would light a room up. She died of breast cancer, and I don't know the entire story, and I'm not here because I'm not certainly a breast cancer specialist. I just know it sucks. I just know if you know anyone that's gone through that, it really sucks. And if you've lost someone, I mean, Carla's parents lost a daughter. Carl, her dad, and Bunny, her mom, they're still alive. You know, try to figure that one out. Is there anything worse than having to bury your daughter? Bob loses a sister, Scott loses a sister, Doug loses a beautiful wife, and her son, she was a mother to Nick as well. You know, 13-year-old kid. It's just crazy trying to make sense of all that. So my video today is really to pay homage to Carla, because here's the story with this. All right, this is where I'm going with this. She wasn't a multimillionaire. She didn't speak on stages all around the world, didn't have her own TV show. But the impact that she made on people's lives, when I went back to the funeral in July, it was great to be with everybody. I mean, I hadn't seen people in so long. It sucked to have to be there under those circumstances, though. And it was amazing the amount of people that came out to pay tribute to Carla. You know, because Carla hadn't lived in Bradford in 20 years, the town that we grew up in. She lived in Virginia. And the funeral and the viewing were in Bradford, PA. And look, the funeral home, there's a line around the door to pay your last respects to Carla. And St. Bernard's Church, where I was an altar boy, and my mom took all 8 of us to go to church down there, it was packed as well on the day of the funeral. And I tell you all this because you got to make a difference every single day. You know, Carla was diagnosed 5-6 years ago with stage 4, right? It's a death sentence, unfortunately, for most people. And she smiled through it all, man. I mean, if you Google Carla Shamblen, you'll see, you can see a video of her being interviewed on television. If you go to her Facebook page, I mean, it was amazing the impact that this girl had on people's lives. And just saying, you don't got to be a millionaire. You know, you don't got to be famous. You can impact so many people's lives. And I think the most amazing thing about it all was she did it just with a smile. I mean, every single person who talked about Carla, I mean, the night of the, after we met up at the funeral home, went out for a couple of beers like guys in Bradford do, and we all, guys and girls that graduated with Carla and friends and family, we all just talked about her radiant smile. You know, didn't have anything to do with money. It just, she had the most beautiful smile that would light up a room, and she always was encouraging, even to her last days. You know, from what I understand, Carla was fighting and fighting and fighting and always thinking about other people. So she died July 21st on her 45th birthday. And, you know, it's been a couple of months. It hit me like a ton of bricks, though I hadn't seen Carla in probably 5 or 6 years. It's still, I remember her growing up, and I don't want anyone to forget her. I think I'm shooting this video so it will always live and people will remember the Carla Zandy that I knew, and also encourage you to be like Carla. You know, be happy, smile all the time. People are never going to remember. You know, if you're going to send a holiday greeting out this year, you're not going to send a picture of a $100 bill or a picture of your new car. You're going to send pictures of family, people smiling, you know, people just enjoying the lives. We all get caught up in a lot of stuff that doesn't matter. I'm guilty more than anyone. Trust me when I tell you I'm the most flawed human on planet Earth. All right? I am. I just am. And when I think about people like Carla, I think, damn. Here's a lady, you know, somebody lost a daughter, somebody lost a wife, Bob and Scott lost a sister, but here's a lady that made an unbelievable impact in just 45 short years. What are you going to do? What are you going to do for your short period of time that you have on earth? You know, are you going to make the most? Are you going to major in minor things like most people do? Or are you going to lift other people up? Let me tell you, if Carla was watching this video right now, she'd be laughing, because we were roommates at one time too in Buffalo, New York. Long story there. And we were roommates. It was Carla, a girl named Laura, and me. It was like the old Three's Company. I was a bartender and going to a job every day. And Carla and I used to just laugh, man. We'd drive around Buffalo. We would just laugh. We had no money. We couldn't rub 2 nickels between us, you know? But she took me in because I needed a place to live. And the other girl, Laura, like, what's this guy Crowley doing? Who's he moving? Why is he living with 2 girls? Carly, trust me, Sam's a good kid. He's 22, trying to find his way. She'd lend her hand out to me, you know? I'm the most screwed up dude she ever met. And we would just stay up till 1, 2 in the morning just laughing. She had the most incredible laugh and just I think I smile just thinking about her. So I'm getting a little bit off on a tangent, I know, but when you lose somebody that's really that good, you can't stop talking about them. You ever lost somebody? Somebody that's really close to you? Somebody that you knew lit up a room when they walked in? Maybe it's a parent, a loved one, a friend, somebody like that. Don't let their memory die. Let it live through you. You know, ever since, you know, this happened with Carla, I've made it my point, ever since July 21st, that what would Carla do? Pretty simple stuff, right? Would she want one more day on earth to have to get the bills, the credit card? Wouldn't she just love to have the problems that I have every single day? Somebody would, absolutely, and I know she would. And also, more importantly, I think about how I treat other people, and I think, what would Carla do, man? So Carla, I know you're looking down on this video. If there's a heaven, you're there. That is for sure. Heaven was made for Carla Shamblen, no doubt about it. And I just want to thank you for inspiring me, you know, even though it was 20 years ago when we used to stay up all those nights and laugh in Buffalo, New York. Through that, you're inspiring me, and I'm hopefully inspiring other people. And let's just pass it on, you know, just pass on the encouragement. You know, don't get pissed off if somebody cuts you off in the road or worry about money or maybe a business deal gone bad, man. It's just money. You know, tomorrow will come, you know, tomorrow will come. It didn't come for Carla on July 22nd. She never saw tomorrow, but while she was here, man, she made the best of it. She made the best of it. So, Carla, we love you. Those of you watching the Sam Crowley Show, I know we're watching all around the world, hundreds and thousands of downloads on YouTube and the podcast as well. Look, take that message from Carla to me to you, you know, embrace other people, man. Nobody's perfect, all right? People are going to screw up, mess up. They're not doing it personally to you. And if you get an opportunity, and if all you have to give is a smile, be like Carla. Give that smile. It's going to make somebody's day, I promise. My name's Sam Crowley, founder of EverydayIsSaturday.com. Have the best day ever.